the stone or, weight, the tin. In Amos 7. 7, 8 the Hebrew word translated plumb may mean tin or lead. Tin's greatest usefulness, however, was as a hardening agent. Copper alloyed with 2 to 18% tin has been found in ancient specimens of bronze. Tipsa. 1. A place at the extreme end of Solomon's kingdom. 1 Kai 4. 24 Some tentatively identify it with Dibsa on the Euphrates River, about 90 kilometers 56 meters of Aleppo, and about the same distance from the confluence of the Euphrates and Balik rivers. 2. A place, apparently in the vicinity of Tiza, that was struck down by Israel's king Menahem c. 790-781 BCE. 2 Kai 15. 16 Its exact location is not known. Betafsa, about 10 kilometers 6 mi WSW of ancient Shechem, bears a similar name, but appears to be too far from the assumed site of Tiza to be the location of this Tipsa. Tyras Tiras. One of the 7 sons of Japheth. GE 10. 2. 1 Ch1. 5 The people who descended from Japheth's sons were later spread about in their lands, each according to its tongue. GE 10. 5. Generally, scholars of the present day consider Tyras to be identified with the Tyre Noi of classical Greek writers, also called Tyre Rhe. The Tis Noi were a seafaring people of the islands and coastlands of the Aegean Sea. Encouragement and counsel to help Timothy remain firm in the difficult times ahead. The last inspired letter written by Paul, during his second imprisonment in Rome. Encouragement for Timothy to keep making progress. Stir up like a fire the gift of God that you received. Do not be ashamed of the witness about Christ or of Paul as a prisoner. Take your part in suffering for the good news. 1. 6-8 Guard the pattern of healthful words. 1. 13, 14 Like a soldier, be single-minded. Like an athlete in the games, contend according to the rules. Be like the hard-working farmer. Endure faithfully. 2. 3-13 Do your utmost to present yourself approved to God, handling the word of truth aright. 2. 15 Flee from desires of youth, but pursue godly qualities in company with those who call on the Lord out of a clean heart. 2. 22 Counsel to help Timothy stand firm against false teachers. Avoid fights about words and talk that violates what is holy. With mildness, try to recover those ensnared by the devil. 2. 14, 16-26 In the last days there will be critical times hard to deal with because of the wicked attitudes of people. They will be lovers of money and of pleasures rather than lovers of God. Shun such people. 3. 1. 7 These corrupted men will go on resisting the truth. But stick to what you have accepted as true, because you learned it from people you knew well and from the inspired scriptures. 3. 8-17 Persevere in preaching the word, evangelizing, fully accomplishing your ministry. Even though times are coming when men will not want to listen to healthful doctrine, but will prefer having their ears tickled by teachers of their own choosing. 4. 1-5 Paul's circumstances as a prisoner. O text to acute miritra longo, Tithe 1109 Tyra Tites Tirath Ites. A Kennet family of scribes living at Jabez. 1 Ch 2. 55. Tyhaka Termiddle.Haka. Usually identified as Pharaoh Dahaka, although the dates generally assigned by modern historians to Dahaka's rule do not fit biblical chronology. For evidence favoring biblical chronology over the secular, see chronology, Bible chronology and secular history. During Hezekiah's reign, while Assyrian king Sennacherib was fighting against Libnah, news came that Tyhaka, the Ethiopian king of Egypt, was on his way to fight the Assyrians. 2 Kai 19. 8, 9. Issa 37. 8, 9 An Assyrian inscription, though not mentioning Tyhaka, indicates that Sennacherib defeated the forces that came from Egypt and captured the charioteers of the king of Ethiopia. The next Assyrian king, Esarhaddon, boasted about his conquest of Egypt, saying, "Its king, Tyhaka, I wounded 5 times with arrows hots and ruled over his entire country." During the reign of Esarhaddon's son and successor Ashurbanipal, Tyhaka revolted against submission to Assyria. But, according to Ashurbanipal, the terror of the sacred weapon of Ashur, my lord, overcame Tyhaka where he had taken refuge and he was never heard of again. Ancient Near Eastern Texts, edited by J. Pritchard, 1974, pages 287, 288, 290, 295. Dihanatuha. Child of Caleb by his concubine Ma'akah, of the tribe of Judah. 1ch2. 3, 48. Tiriaturai, son of Jehalilel in the genealogies of Judah. 1ch4. 1, 16. Tushatatur Shatha. The Persian title for the governor of a jurisdictional district. In the 5 times it is used, it is preceded by the Hebrew definite article ha, making it in English the Tushata. The officials mentioned in the Bible by the title Tushata ruled over Judah, one of the Persian provinces. Zerubbabel was evidently the Tushata mentioned in Ezra 2. 63 and Nehemiah 7. 65, 70. Later when Nehemiah became governor he was the Tushata and is referred to as such at Nehemiah 8. 9 and 10.